Guys, so today I have a special YABO from my buddy Corey. I've talked about Corey before. We talk on Instagram, get along very well, into a lot of the same stuff. Just really cool dude. But he wanted to send me some gifts, which I greatly appreciate. No idea what's in the box, although this is also part of the YABO. I opened this last night. I was a little impatient, I guess. But this came directly from Amazon, so it was a separate package. I just ripped into it. This is the Pipe Smoker's Companion. I never even knew this existed. This is basically a collection of different poems, poetry, that is all pipe related from all over history. Very, very cool, interesting book. I already kind of skimmed through it, read a couple poems. It's just really nice. This is something that if I saw at like a bookstore or something, I would certainly pick up. I'm not into poetry specifically. Like I wouldn't randomly read poems. I used to like writing poems, as most people do when they're younger. It's just, hey, bed rhymes with dead, one of those kind of things. I didn't really get that much into it. I actually like doing a lot of, poetry in cards, like greeting cards, birthdays, Christmas and stuff. But anyway, I do have a soft spot for Shel Silverstein from my childhood, where the sidewalk ends, as well as Light in the Attic. My grandmother used to read those to me. Really, really cool. If you happen to have kids and never heard of those before, certainly worth looking up. Those are some fun, rhyming poetry. Just really, really cool. Again, blast from the past for me personally, but this is awesome. I'm going to break this out when I'm smoking a pipe. And I already kind of skimmed through it a little bit, but I do want to read it just front to back. And some of these are really, really interesting. And obviously it's just pipe related. Any other types of poems, love poems, life poems, probably would never care. Would never give it a second thought. But obviously anything pipe related or anything to my, my hobbies is a total win. So that was very cool. Very nice surprise. So we're gonna break into this package. Today's EDC is the CRKT Jettison. All right, cool, very smooth knife. That's the one thing that stands out the most to me about this particular blade, is it is smooth. All right, so close our knife up, put that off to the side. Might need it again, not sure. Awesome. Right on top. I know Corey's a huge Simpsons fan, total skater, so obviously Bart Simpson, being the skater that he is a cool character, but of course I grew up with the Simpsons as well. In fact, I'll tell you really quick, when I was younger, I wasn't like super into the Simpsons specifically. However, me and my best friend Chris, we spent pretty much every waking moment together. He was my best friend. He had a really cool basement in his house that was totally separate from his parents and his brother and sister. So it's like a private little area, and we would totally get baked. Anyway, to make a long story short, I watched a lot of Simpsons high just because of the timing and when it was on TV. So I like the Simpsons, but to be honest, I really don't remember most of the show. I'd probably have to go back and just watch from the first episode on to really appreciate it. But anyway, it totally reminds me of Corey since he's so into it. Just really cool. So anyway, this is going to go with the other figurines that I got for him before. I got Hugh Hefner, and I also have James Brown. So Bart will certainly chill with him. Or I see the ring on the top here, might just go ahead and make this Christmas ornament. I don't know, I got Homer from him last year for Christmas. So yeah, maybe I will. Maybe this will be my next Christmas ornament. All right, so next, it's a little heavy. This, oh, look at this. Oh, that's right, he told me about this. There we go. All right, so I had to fix the forearm here. I had to kind of figure out how this thing works, as well as the stand, because I knew that these do stand up, which is a little piece on the bottom, which you can take out as well. But these things are awesome. I actually see ads for these all the time on Instagram, and it's not obviously a functional firearm, but it has so many different features on it that are actually functional, all the way down to the sights, changing the sights out, just the magazine releases here. You have little rounds that are actually removable. I mean, it's just the selector switch, even the back. All right, see dust cover and charging arm. Dust cover opens up. Just really, really cool. Okay, I just spent like 5 minutes playing with this thing. So anyway, I'm gonna put this off to the side and figure this out later so I can fully kind of disassemble this and then reassemble it. That is super cool. So I love that. All right, so let's dip in the box, see what we got going on next here. This is a classic knife with a really cool lanyard setup. I like that a lot. This is the Schrade Sharpfinger. 152-0T. This is totally classic. In fact, probably one of the most common like hunting knives. I get a lot of people who send me questions like, hey, you know, this is my father's knife, my grandfather's knife, my great-grandfather's knife. Can you tell me a little bit about it? You know, where it come from? You know, is it something that I can actually go out and use? This pops up quite a bit. In fact, my grandfather, my father's father, used to hunt, and this was one of the knives that he has. I actually have his original still, which is really neat. It's just super functional. It has a nice point on the front here, but it's a strong little design. Just a great overall little fixed blade, but just totally classic. All right, next thing, ooh, deck of cards. Speaking of my wife, Christina, she will definitely steal these as well. I appreciate all people who send cards. That's something, I actually use them as bargaining chips. A lot of times people send cards for her. Like, here, this is for the wife. And I'll end up trading for something else that she wants. But very, very cool. Really appreciate that. All right, so next we got, let's see, a Zippo box. And a cigar. Actually, I've had these cigars. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of them. Actually, my father gave me these cigars way back in the day. He was friends with a cigar distributor. And this guy used to give these away all the time for countertop things at liquor stores. I don't remember the name of these, but I am pretty sure this is like 100% licorice flavor, which I happen to like. It's nice. It's not an all-the-time flavor. But yeah, I mean, some of you guys out there will probably remember these. I mean, specifically this packaging. And then, of course, we have a Zippo in here. The reveal. Oh, that's right. Yay, show me this. Slipknot Zippo. Awesome. Still listen to some Slipknot occasionally, not too often. This one's from 2015. But it brings me back to high school. Totally high school days. I had tons of friends that were like totally, you know, Slipknot-aholics. I like a wide variety of music. 9 out of 10 times I'm going to go to classic rock because that's what I grew up with. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, you know, The Doors, all kinds of stuff like that. But very diverse as well. My wife likes all that, but my wife's super into 80s music. Loves the 80s in general, so I can definitely get down with all the 80s, a lot of 90s stuff, a lot of grunge. But bands like Slipknot, again, it just brings me back to high school. It's not something I put on all the time, but occasionally it just hits the spot, you know. And probably one of the harder bands that I like. I don't like super, super heavy metal, you know, but Slipknot to me is more like commercial metal, I guess, because of how it was, you know, sold and put on the radio and stuff back in the day. All right, so what do we have next here? Ooh, this is heavy. Oh, that's why. It's a jar full of stuff. Flip that upside down. Man, Corey, you sent a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. All right. So first, the mug. My wife, it's funny because I buy a lot of mugs. I like mugs. I can't possibly drink out of more than one at a time. So I'm constantly rotating through them because she's always asking me, hey, can you get rid of this? You're not using this. Can you get rid of it? I'm like, yeah, I'm not using it right now. That's my winter mug. Oh, that's my fall mug. Oh, that's my mug when I'm feeling funny. There's another one for when I'm feeling funny. You're awesome. Keep that blank up. Very, very cool. And there you go on the front, in case you forgot. So I actually really like that. That's awesome. Be very careful. All right, put that off to the side. Ooh, speaking of paracord stuff, I saw this as well. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles paracord guy. How cool is that? That is awesome. I'm gonna probably put this right on my keys. I'm gonna rock this right away. That is the stuff right there. All right, we got another watch strap. Very nice, I like it. Always comes in handy. Might wanna change out your style depending on what you're wearing. All right, so next is this Kershaw. And this is one he told me the story on that bit him. Everyone's got that one knife that just got you, you know. For me, it's several knives over the years that occasionally get me. I tell you guys all the time, most of my cuts don't come from the knives, which is surprising since I play with them every single day of my life. No, they come from this, from cardboard. I get paper cuts more than anything. And then occasionally if I whip out the Balisong and try something new, I'll cut myself. But yeah, I never had this Kershaw before, so might do a review. Let me know down in the comment section if you're interested in it. Kershaw has just such a variety of like affordable knives, you know, anything from $15 to $25. They're there, a lot of options. So we got some more paracord stuff here. Very cool, digging the orange. I like that international orange. I also like this a lot. Now he happens to know that I like gutted cord. So that's the stuff that appeals to me. Some of the more, you know, slimmer designs, which is really nice. I had to do it off camera so I could brace it against my body. But yeah, it fits nice. Got some room in there. All right. I'm definitely going to rock this. Very, very cool. I just like the circular pattern. You know, for me, like most of the paracord bracelets I've ever worn have pretty much been like the original Cobra stitch, you know, or maybe a King Cobra or something. But today there's so many creative people out there making so many different designs. It's just super wicked though. I like the coloration too. Then we have a lighter. I forget if this is the one that didn't work. Whoop, something fell. Ooh, that's not good. That's a little piece of the lighter. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe in shipping. Yeah, this is one of those lighters we were talking about. He got this, I want to say from Walmart, but tried filling it, it just wasn't working. So I'm gonna look over this, see if I can get it to work. All right, so next thing is gonna be a wallet. Very cool camel wallet. I could dig it. Oh, look at this. The front, this looks like a money clip, right? But it also doubles obviously as a bottle opener, which is super cool. This looks like Carhartt logo. All right, we got, yeah, Carhartt. I like this a lot, actually. We got the card holder on the inside, obviously 2 more pockets as well, and the ID badge, or ID holder, excuse me, on the outside. This is really cool. I like this. I'm gonna use this. It's not gonna replace my main wallet. You guys know how much I love my regular wallet that I have, my saddleback leather. Mostly because it was a gift, but even if it wasn't a gift, I just happen to really like the wallet. But yeah, this is really cool. I'll probably use it if I go on vacation ever. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm talking about vacation forever, but haven't gone in years, like an actual vacation. But anyway, sometime over the summer, I think my family wants to do something with my niece and nephew. You know, go with my sister and brother-in-law, just do all something as a family together. Maybe like amusement park or water park for the day or something like that. It'd be a lot of fun. And I think that's when I'll rock something like this. A little bit lighter, a little bit simpler. I don't like taking all my stuff on vacation. Totally unnecessary. All right, so dipping in again. We got a nice watch here. I like this a lot. I love the variety of watches, you know, so I always have some different options depending on what I'm wearing or how I'm feeling that day. As you, I don't have to tell you guys, obviously EDC options are a good thing. Never know what you want to grab. But this is the right time. I am filming right now. It is 6, let me see my clock. Actually, my clock is a little slow. I think this is the right time. I think, because it's showing quarter or 16 after on my clock. And this is like 17, almost 18 after, so yeah. Okay, so let's see back here. What is this tube? Gold Rain Incense. Oh, very cool. Actually, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, my wife broke out. She had a bunch of incense. We haven't burned it in a long time. Incense to me is like a mood thing. I do like it a lot. I'm just not always in the mood for it. I actually like burning incense outside, only because once you burn it inside, it's hard to get that smell to go away. I don't always have it going. Let's see, let's pop this open, give this a smell. Yeah, it smells nice. I like it. Very cool. All right, so next thing, what is this? Oh, this looks like one of those exercise bands. I will definitely watch a video on this because I feel like if I just try to use it how I think it's gonna work, it'll probably hit me in the face and take out my eye. Because right off the bat, I want to say that you step on the band and then just, you know, stretch your arms out and stuff. Good for arm workouts. But I'm definitely going to watch some tutorial videos first. Don't want a dumb injury. I've had plenty before. In fact, you guys are going to see in the future, I'm having some eye issues lately because I had a spring from a magazine. I actually did a video on it many years ago. I was taking apart, I want to say, it might have been a 1911 magazine, but anyway, as I was taking the magazine apart, I slid the base plate off and was literally looking at it, and the spring shot up and hit me and scratched my cornea. And I was wearing a patch like a pirate for probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It was probably one of the worst injuries I've actually ever had. So that's catching up to me as I get a little bit older, but that is cool. That will definitely get used as soon as I know how to safely and properly use it. So, couple more things, 2 more things. Actually, let me grab this one first. He did show me this. This is cool. All right, an awareness bracelet, the ribbon. I like this. Actually, you know what, let me see. Let me make sure this one fits. I like to rock this one right away just because it has a special meaning as well. All right, so that one fits as well. All right, and there's a little bit of room there, wiggle room too, so it's not tight or anything. But that is really cool. I have to ask you which way to wear this, if it's supposed to be facing out or facing in or what. But That is really neat. I appreciate that. That's actually the last thing that he was showing me when we were talking about stuff. He said he was going to send a package. So that's awesome. All right, and then lastly here, we have a knife in the box. I think I've seen this. Looks kind of like a rat too. Wow, that's a heavy detent. I had to put some serious force into that. So let's see. Oh yeah. But yeah, this is looks like a rat 2, you know, small version of the rat 1. Copy. It says Canku, C-A-N-K-U, D2. Interesting. So it's just basically an Ontario copy. But I like it. It's cool. I like the, you know, brightly colored handle. I don't know how the camera's picking it up. In person, it looks a little bit like kind of greenish yellow. On camera, it looks just straight up like yellow, but looks a little bit greeny to me in person. So yeah, cool. Obviously you guys know, big fan of all knives. Every single one. Worst knife I liked the least in my entire life, I still liked it. You know why? Because it was a knife. I like all knives, really. Some are definitely better than others, but I like them all. So Corey, thank you so much. I mean, totally blown away. You sent way too many things. I'm definitely going to be playing with this stuff for a while. The gun, I'm going to go right back to the gun and try to fully disassemble it and put it back together properly. And obviously the knives I'm going to play with and use. The band, you know, I'm going to have to look up the band to see how to properly use that. But yeah, just awesome. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Big thumbs up to you. I'm getting a box together for you. That'll go out in the near future. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Take care.